creativity really mend a broken heart? Why do some of the most famous artists do their best work after a breakup? Today we're going to discuss how creativity and engaging your creative brain is a powerful coping mechanism when it comes to the heartbreak after your breakup. Let's dive in. Breakups can be incredibly tough, leaving us heartbroken and lost. What if I told you by engaging your creative brain, you could not only get some relief, but also find peace? Today we're going to look at why creativity is a powerful mechanism when it comes to healing, and also look at the science behind why this is the case. When we immerse ourselves in something creative, our brains get busy focusing on something that is positive and engaging. This is what's known as a high cognitive load. The high cognitive load stops us obsessing about our ex and provides us a much needed break from all those thoughts. By engaging in a creative activity like painting, music, drawing, pole dancing, it activates the prefrontal cortex, which is just a fancy way of saying the front part of the brain. This is the part of the brain which is responsible for your decision making and also regulating your emotions. This activation helps to regulate your emotions and also helps reduce the negative feelings that are associated with the breakup. So, perfect. Creativity also stimulates our neurotransmitters in the body, so the chemicals that are released in our body to help us in different ways. Now, creativity is actually known for releasing the feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. Release of these feel-good neurotransmitters or chemicals is actually going to help with our mood and also lift a bit of the feeling of sadness. When we're deeply engaged in a creative task, we enter what's called the flow state. The flow state is like a form of mindfulness. I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but it basically means that you are completely present in that moment. By being completely present in the moment, so absorbed and present in the creative task, it's going to help with all those obsessive thoughts, all those negative thoughts, and give us a sense of peace. Now, what that's going to do is going to allow you to find some clarity in the situation, because while you've got obsessive thoughts that are going over and over again, negative thoughts, negative feelings, you're not going to have any clarity to really look at the situation and make informed decisions going forward, whatever they may be. Creative activity also helps us with our cortisol levels. It helps reduce those. Cortisol is the chemical or the neurotransmitter which is responsible for high stress. So when you're under high stress, your body will release that to help with that stress. This stress hormone seems to spike during things like a breakup, in difficult circumstances, difficult situations. Through creative expression, we can actually express our emotions non-verbally. This has actually been known to help us make sense of how we're feeling and reduce the anxiety that's associated with those feelings. Engaging in creative activities also helps promote neuroplasticity. By engaging in creative activities, it also promotes the brain's neuroplasticity. I think I got that one. Engaging in creative activities actually helps the brain's neuroplasticity. I just can't say that word. Look, I've done 6 takes, we're going to go with that. This is the brain's ability to form new neural connections. Okay, stick with me here. Adaptability actually helps us form new coping mechanisms. So let's think about this. So when we're doing something creative, our brain is making new pathways. Those pathways then help us cope with our situation a lot better and help us get over the obsessive thoughts. So this is all going on while we're engaged in the creative activity. It's like the back office of what we're doing. Adaptability is going to provide us with new ways of thinking and coping, which is actually going to help us move past the obsessive thoughts around the breakup. Certain creative activities, like those that involve social interaction, can actually promote the release of oxytocin. Now, oxytocin is sometimes called like the social hormone or the bonding hormone. With the release of this oxytocin, it can actually help combat those feelings of loneliness and isolation, which I've touched on in quite a few of my videos. Isolation after a breakup is a big no-no. Don't do it to yourself. I know it's really easy to sort of not want to get off the couch, get out of bed, but it really won't do you any good. Short term, okay, a couple of days. Long term, absolutely not. Okay, so let's just do a bit of a recap here about why creativity can help you after your breakup. First of all, the process of actually being creative, doing the task, is what's known as a high cognitive load, which is going to form a distraction because your brain's going to be concentrating on that instead of all the obsessive thoughts about your ex. By doing this creative activity, you're also going to engage the front parts of the brain, prefrontal cortex, and this is going to help take the sting out of some of those emotions and regulate your emotions. You've got the release of the neurotransmitters, so all the feel-good hormones, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, all going to help you, especially when you're in this part of your life where you're going through a breakup. And they're free, they're in your body, you've just got to activate them. Also going to reduce cortisol, as I said, reduce your stress hormone cortisol, which is going to help with your overall well-being, the way you're feeling overall. You're going to get clarity and be able to make better decisions with that clarity, without all the obsessive thought. And you're also going to achieve something. I mean, I took my hand to what's called diamond art, which is loads of sort of little tiny plastic beads going on a picture. I'll throw some in so you can have a look. And honestly, I did it for hours in the early parts of the breakup. I did it when I couldn't sleep. I did it when I couldn't shut my head down thinking about where he was, especially on like weekends and things. And it really did help. And that's what actually got me to research why it helped. Why in those times when I was doing that, did I feel better? So next time you're going through heartbreak after a breakup, pick up a paintbrush, make some music, just find something creative to do. Engage your creative brain and find some peace and clarity. Remember, healing takes time, and it's okay to take one step at a time. It is a process. Healing is a process and it's a journey, but you've got to help yourself by making decisions and making better decisions and doing things that are going to help you feel better and promote healing. Don't just sit and dwell and sit in it. There are times, we discussed in other videos, where you do have to sit in the emotion so you can recognize it and label it and know what to do with it and put it where you need to put it. But there's also times where you just need to disengage from all those obsessive thoughts. So creativity is the one. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and if there's anyone else that you think could benefit with it, please share it with them, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.